Is that cryptoplasmid? Didn't expect that. A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence. We know exactly what it is. We're just blinking in shock. It's still there. An unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin hovering in place. What is that? Your man looks at the reed. What are you talking about? The giant stick insect. There's nothing there. Are we going mad? The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster to grab the gun. There! Oh, I'm knocking my microphone. There! It's there, look! I see it! Tell me what you see, damn it! I can't make out one small thing in the reeds. Kim? You can see it, right? I can see it. Oh, thank the heavens! Thought I was going mad. 4 simple words. Thank God. If he can see it, you're not insane. Me and Volition are on the same thinking here. But that means it's really there. Spinning slowly in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender. Be very, very careful, the lieutenant whispers, and takes a step toward the giant anthropod. What the flip has just happened here? We've got a flipping phasmid, and Kitsuragi thought that old doolally old woman was speaking nonsense. It was only me that believed, and now look, we've been proven correct. Wasn't just the drink talking. The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Shh. Electrochemistry. It was only 28%. My trusty electrochemistry. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like reel-to-reel machine, spinning after the tape breaks. This is the Insolentian phasmid.
It is.
The lieutenant whispers behind you. You hear the familiar ring of his jacket unzipping, slowly, painstakingly so. You glance over your shoulder. The man holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open extremely carefully. It's the camera. Are you sure it won't scare it off?
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
Flipping hell, if you cause this thing to go bizarrely crazy and start attacking us, I'm going to kill you! From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ears. I am not palatable. Do not eat me. I am afraid. It's afraid. Stop now!
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
He stopped fiddling with the camera but does not put it down. He's letting his pride get in the way. You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antenna reaching out. The motions are quick, sudden. Just listen to me, Kim. Just listen to me, please.
Okay.
Oh, don't fail this. Please, I want electrochemistry. Help me out here. Right, we need electrochemistry checks. Close. We can't. Oh, it's a red check. We can't do it. It's 11. Say something to it quietly. Something like, "Don't be afraid." Nothing changes in the cyclical praying motion of the creature's limbs. They are porcelain white on the inside and reed coloured on the out, beige, light brown and striped. You are unsure if it is scared or not. Oh my god. Come on, electrochemistry, we're buddies, right? I know I've abandoned you now recently and I've turned to more logical pursuits and, you know, I've just given you a... But please, come on, for old times, don't let me down. No! Oh, this failed. No, it's going! We can't... Oh no, we've missed a picture opportunity. It's gone. Like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but rings on the sea's calm mirror. Oh no. You know what though? I'm kind of glad we didn't take a picture. Let it remain a mystery to all those other people. And just like, what's the old woman's name and her husband? Who insist these things exist. And people look at them like they're bizarrely crazy people. When we're telling the same story, we will get that same look. But it's good that we haven't got photo evidence. Because people will just come looking for it and, you know, harassing and, oh, you know, it'd be horrible. Let it be. Where did it go? The lieutenant has the camera out in one hand, a slip of white paper in the other. No! I'm personally kind of happy it went. We should have helped the crypto. We did help them, didn't we? How did it do that? It just glided away. It appears the insect can walk on water, like a water strider, you know, it's almost as fast. He stopped short of breath. Uncanny. You didn't get the picture, right? It's just a blur, he says, looking at the slip of paper in his hand. Can you see it? Where did it go? Can't see it. It's gone for now. Oh well. At least we're not dead. Not now. Not now! The old man behind you repeats suddenly. He's put his hand into the ash. It's dirty and black. Our suspect's not looking so good. We should check him over also. He points to the reeds. It looks like it has some kind of nest there. Maybe there's proof in there? In the reeds where the phasmid was hiding, you see a little flash of white. Porcelain white. Oh, I'm not taking its egg. Oh, a helmet. And a rifle scope. Hang on. Hang on. We have the scope. The final piece in the jigsaw. And the ceramic helmet. Missing armor piece. Oh. It's all just come together nicely.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
How could you not see that great hulking big stick insect thing? See? He stares at the reeds and falls silent. Mr. Dross? The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets, his gap-toothed mouth shaking. Snapping our fingers. A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing. His hands are trembling and he breathes slowly. Yeah, I think he's popping his clogs here. He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The lieutenant inspects him gently. The good news is this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dross? The trembling mouth appears to sigh. Between this and the broken tyre he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid. We found some things in the phasmid's nest, Mr. Dross. He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything. Perhaps you should show him the ceramic helmet. Yeah, let's just finish him off for good. What's this? Nothing. Detached scope, what about this? He turns his eyes to it. I lost... You lost it, Mr. Dross? He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times, beige and white stripes. He lost the scope, and then it somehow made its way over here, with the help of a magpie phasmid. The lieutenant observes lens sparkle in your hand. This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot? Silence, not even a sigh. Let's let him rest. The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones and a sack of tracksuit trousers and a windbreaker. What the hell has happened to him? Old age and shock? The phasmid, maybe? Yes. The arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. He looks at you, but you think it's something more than that, don't you? He couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reeds for him. That could be part of the shock. But you're right. Something is off here. Mr. Dross? He touches the man's shoulder. Nothing. Maybe this is how the phasmid has stayed hidden all these years. Then how did we see it? He thinks. Oh, you mean whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks. Sightings are brief and hence not credible, but anyone who spends a long time with it... Yes, you forget it's there. The lieutenant inspects the man. Mr. Dross, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds? The old man stutters. The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is a little advanced for a nurse. He's been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it in the phasmid's company. He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't want to leave this place. And the insect maybe... He looks at his notebook. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all this. He shakes his head. This will be one hell of a report. They'll think we're insane. Hang tight. We should think about getting back to the mainland to get help. You'll be safe here if we don't take too long. Holy hell. Back to the mainland we go. Walking, of course, because we're injured. What? Well, I said there was going to be a couple of twists, or a twist at least. Didn't expect that. Bloody hell. A flipping phasmid? I don't think we're going across on the boat. I think maybe our colleagues might be at the pier waiting for us when we get there, possibly. Mind you, they did say they were going for coffee, so... But I got a feeling they'll be there. Or maybe not. Yep, let's go. I don't think we're going to sail really slowly back. I think it'll just port us there this time. Two men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village looking at a small yellow boat as it draws near. The sea is calm. It's about flipping time. And look, we're looking all dapper and professional for them. Where's Lillian?
Look what the tide brought in.
Says the man without sunglasses. Suddenly his expression changes and he tilts his head.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
This is the man with the sunglasses from the Whirling Rags. But where are his sunglasses? I knew it was him. Forget about all this. There's a well, do we want to give the game away? Who are you people? You're dead to me.
Hello, I'm Trent Heidelstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Have we?
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicmar, and this is your special task force, or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
Hi.
We have come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kimki Soragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island where our investigation led us. We might need your help with something later.
He adds, suddenly regaining his confidence. As if he recalled that he's, in fact, a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy. The two aren't mutually exclusive.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
No, okay, let's destroy them together. Oh, fine. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
So what's this all about?
Harry, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
What are they trying to do here? They're trying to write me off or something? As sick or mentally disturbed? Some crack here.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
You talking to me? You talking to me? Okay. Hang on. Okay, fine. Stick. I don't like any of these options really. You mentioned a task force. What's that all about? Yeah. Major Crimes Unit under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicmar. Ring any bells? Refresh my memory. Who else is in this little task force? Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's me, you, Jude, Trent fucking Heidelstein, and Guillaume Bevy. He stares at you. I'm technically just a civilian advisor. Fuck you, you're part of this shit show. Who's this Guillaume Bevy? Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. He's not smiling. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People who we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here, and Trent because I'm forcing him to stay. All right. So what does this unit do? It's a Major Crimes Unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We're shit tier now, Harry, because of you. They're your posse. Or what remains of it. Handpicked, hand lost. The 41st isn't... He trails off, not wishing to finish the sentence. How did you know I was here? The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went. Damn it. I saved his establishment and still he betrays me? Okay, Gart told you. And she looks around. People on this street helped us too with your whereabouts. You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk. I've changed my ways now. So where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal and everything. God damn it, Harry. He shifts his weight, crosses his arms and looks you in the eye. You told us to fuck off. You said we were cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn, detect or die. I said all those things? Well, you know what? I'm a changed man. I've seen the light. I've been shot twice. And, I mean, if you looked at me the other day, I was dressed in all in white with a fluffy hat on before that. A little flipping found cap on and bloody, you know, I looked a mess. But now, professional. Sure. He squints at you. You're not a superstar law official. Talk on the town is your Guillaume le Million reincarnate. I know this shit. Nothing has changed. None of this is ringing any bells, I'm afraid. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant. He turns to the blonde. This is where you come in. How bad is it? Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs. But complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic. As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, he makes air quotes, but also mine with him before, when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting. Interesting? Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, he turns to you. What do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socio-economically? That's a good question, Trent. Could be something to do with a 2 millimeter hole in the world. What do we say here? Oh. I don't know whether to wind them up or to continue being serious. Do you know what? I think winding them up. We can't help it. They've ditched us, they've abandoned us. He's here trying to give us some kind of rundown, some sort of psychological assessment. Kitsuragi knows the score now. He knows we're a changed man. We've been very serious for the past few hours, getting the confession out of him. But you know what? Let's play the game. Let's play the game. So what happened to me? It might have something to do with an anomaly in the church. A 2 millimeter hole in the world. Corresponding to the 20 centimeter hole in your brain? Sure, this theory has great symmetry. I see how it folds into itself neatly. Precisely, Satellite Officer Vicumer. It's Martinez. I'll explain later, of course, in more detail, but there's another man in that church who lost his memory too. A crab man. This is going to go down like a lead balloon. Crab man is an unfortunate choice of words, but I was there. The church on the coast shook from an audio-spatial anomaly. It may have been entropinetic or perhaps related to radio waves. Either way, I have put this into my report. You should read it. I do not, however, think it has anything to do with him drinking himself to the point of brain damage. Oh, Kitsuragi, why? Come on, buddy. Thank you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Just to clarify, I do not think isolary entroponetics are a hoax. Pale produces global phenomena is proven. However, what has not been proven is total memory loss after drinking too much. Commodore Red. Honestly, I think he's just lying to us. But Detective Wickelmere, she interjects, he has blanked out before. I have? Yes, a couple of times, after some of the more serious benders. She pauses, remembering. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural. The two cases in your ledger, the unsolvable case and the New World mural. Those were recent. Those cases were hard on you. Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes, practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak. What do you mean? Well, here is my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. He gestured toward the scenery. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape. To borrow a known metaphor. He's been pushed. Flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He knows confidently. He just needed for it to end. Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that. He is not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective. I'm ready to lead again. No one even mentioned that. He looks at you, then at Trent. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the potty, or do we need him to get him a disability pension? They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard. What now? Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Ah, okay. Let's see who breaks first, shall we? Yeah, just stand there. It's cool. Damn, we're breaking first. Really? No, now we discuss that. He points to the water. What the fuck did you do to our motor carriage? Why is it there? Hold on. In the ocean? Yes, in the ocean, under the sea, our work vehicle with fish and clams and other sea shit. Ah. I thought the killer would be underwater. Turned out he wasn't. Ha ha ha! Oh! He grabs his stomach in mirthless laughter. Underwater killer. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay till I die. It doesn't matter. He exhales to calm his breathing. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge. This badge? In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic and the badge slips out of your hand. Oh hell, please catch it. Oh, no, you juggle the badge successfully and it lands on the ground some 2 meters. Damn it, we were playing it so cool. Oh, flipping hell, damn shoes. Ah, found it. The patrol officer picks it up and gives it back to you, slippery and cold. He found it, John. It's his badge. The man stares at you unimpressed. And your gun? Gone. I've upgraded my gun, actually. Behold all my guns! Show me your 2 pistols and 2 rifles. Oh, come on, I can't help it. You know what? It's going downhill, this conversation. We're slipping back, if only to mock them. Behold all my guns! waves your arsenal away without looking. I don't care about your collection, you hoarding freak. Is one of them your service weapon? I only want to know about that one gun. Oh, this? Boring old... Yeah, I've got that, yeah. Woo! He has it. And he didn't drop it. He wipes his brow in mock relief. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm drunk. I'm also on drugs. Why don't you just go the whole hog? Harry, don't do this. Harry? Who are you posing for? Huh? A suspected escaped Harry? Class you something? Because you were too high to assess her flight risk? We've read the reports, Lieutenant Kisaragis. We know. She was a specially trained spy. Oh well, if she was specially trained... He rubs his face in frustration. I'm not even going to get into the other suspect, the one who shot herself in the head. Or the fact that you're Everett Clare's little peon now. Doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff, that's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 6 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder. He did everything he could. The lieutenant interrupts. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. Here comes the cavalry. It's about bloody time. God, I've lost my composure. I'm spilling out nonsense about drugs, wielding 4 guns at the same time, completely and utterly backing up their flipping conclusion that I'm start raving bonkers and lost my bloody memory. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot not once but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been. Yeah, what he said. Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kisaragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. He thinks of apologising, but decides against it. He brushes a stray strand of hair out of his eye and coughs. You spent the week with him on this case. What is your take? Oh, here we go. Our formal assessment. Spill it, Kisaragi. Don't spare no punches. On the case. On Lieutenant Yefrata Dubois. Well, a cold gust of wind. He pulls up his collar. The drinking, the lost gun, and also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been drinking on the job. Okay. They probably know all of that by now, so nothing new there. Empathize deeply. Then there's the superstardom. This is all coming back to haunt us now. He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says disco about 20 times a day. It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a true moralist. A man of the centre, not prone to political outbursts, which is commendable, but also at odds with his behaviour. I like this little summary. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs, of course, some kind of anti-radiation drugs he uses to induce visions. He breathes in sharply. But, despite all this, he's a great detective. One of the best I've seen, in fact. There's a punchline, giving him a break. Oh, get in there, Kitsuragi, get in there, son. He can talk human beings into telling them anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I spent with him, he has not once stopped working on the case. He is tireless, madly driven. Didn't even rest when I'm half dead. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke. Which, by the way, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out. Oh, Kitsuragi. I love you like a brother, man. Yeah, it was what it was. Other than that one time he had tirelessly worked on the case and he solved it, we have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the Revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. He pauses. Oh, and he's also discovered a new species. A new species? A colossal stick insect, 3 meters tall. It's on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from them. I did not unfortunately get a photo, but I believe it may have been the Insulindian phasmid. They look at each other like, okay, now he's the mad one. I know this sounds fantastic, but I am a 4 times decorated lieutenant of the RCM. I do not make up encounters with cryptids to spice up my day. I am very, very sane. I don't doubt you, Lieutenant. If you say it was the Insulindian phasmid, then it was the Insulindian phasmid. Boom shakalaka. He pays you no heed. Lieutenant, is it the found somehow connected to the case? The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic. Yes, the phasmid may have contributed to his mental state, in some way, over the years. So it is connected. We could order a search. I could get people from E-Peace on the island, entomologists, doctors. There must be signs of it in the reeds. If we found the Insulindian phasmid, well, that would be absolutely exceptional. The PR value alone... Oh, I was hoping there was going to be an option to say, yeah, I don't think so, pal. Leave it in peace. Right, we're not going to say that. We don't want it to be... I swear, to be disturbed. Yeah, there was a missing person on the boardwalk that we called in and we solved that mystery. Yes, fallen through a gap in the boardwalk. How do you know? The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff. You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This has all come back to us. Still, she says quietly, good work with the missing person, detective. It's still a point for you, no denying it. I also looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area. He shrugs. I don't know what a doomed commercial area is. Rue de Saint-Gislain 10, a commercial building where all businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it. Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here. There was a fridge we needed, and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay. Of course, she turns to Vicomare. Call it community outreach, right? Yeah, we like her. And the killer, Lilianovich Dross, we have a strong motive for him. Lilianovich? A specialist consultant raises an eyebrow. A revolutionary matronym. A what? The custom started in Grad when they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from their mother's name instead. The man's mother was Lilian. He's Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made Terevishal. So it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called. Thank you, Trant, thank you for that piece of cultural theory. He turns to you. You said you have a motive? Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy. Act of jealousy. Killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy. Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man to have been hiding for 50 years, 70-something. He nods. A strange psychosexual fascination, the result of spending all this time in solitude on the islands of this bay, and trauma too. He himself gave a political reason. In his mind, he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to. It's a clean win. It's way more than that. It's more than that. A perfect folding mechanism, like the Phasmid. Perfect folding mechanism. He rolls his eyes. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind. God damn it, it is bad. Even you can smell it. I've stopped drinking. Probably just seeping out my pores. I'm going to go into withdrawal soon. Just a little celebration. So what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back? As in me? I don't want to, but you've discovered a new species and solved the murder. He shrugs. So I have to. Jude? A quick nod. Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me. But he's been drinking, she thinks. This is exactly how he gets out of this every time. It's bad for him, but... Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go. Okay, he sighs. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go. We won't question who we are. We don't want... Do we give the... Wait a minute. Who am I? Oh, is he going to tell us who he is? I want to know, but I don't want him to ask the question. But I want to know. What if we're missing like a vital piece of information? Just remind me who I am again. Who are you? You're like a gym teacher, Harry. What? Well, obviously not a gym teacher anymore, but before. Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Curon. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe? Yeah, that does explain a lot. The physical prowess, the spinning kicks in the face, yeah, limbering, flexibility. Makes sense. Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair. The collection of found sportswear, that fancy hat that I put on that I thought looked $1 million in. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Your love of retro-style dance music, how you're able to perform a 360-degree spin kick. Oh, yes, indeed. The raw, robust stamina output. Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy. Oh, I'm glad I asked this question now. When was this? When was I a gym teacher? In your 20s or late 20s? You've really let yourself go since then. Yeah. You said in Curon. I was a gym teacher in Curon? Yes, you taught gym in Curon. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher. Smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards. High school teacher. Harry, your goings on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you're so juvie. Why did I join the RCM then? The regular, you found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that. You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries. An incredible hope. An ocean full of hope. I'm going to have to ask them all. I don't want to as him, but I need to know. I need to know. Why am I like this? It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you're a drunk. You really went with it too. Yeah, more about this chick thing. Dora. Something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned her name. Not Dora. Dubois. Dora England? Something like that. Half of Assen. So you weren't even married? No one is married anymore. This is Revershaw. When was this? God, I don't know. 6 years ago. She was way before my time. 6 years? Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal. That and Dora England really tore you a new one. A big one. Who was she? Incredibly bangable. No, I meant what did she do? She was incredibly fuckable. A beautiful bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically. Heartbreak Welkin. Pain Welkin. I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from. Look. She turns to face the sea. The sun is about to go down. It's time to go home. I think she taught in the Académie des Arts east of the river, way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken. That kind of thing. My point is you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist, several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist. Go talk to that. Okay, Precinct 41. I'm not bothered about that. Kisaragi? What will you do now? Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. I will have to be good to cover all this. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain. About what? You're not going to retire, are you? He pulls on his collar and looks around, the cold spring light reflected in the lens of his glasses. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready. Infiltrate, investigate. Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. Want to do that at Station 41? Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering. No, I meant investigate. Come, work in Precinct 41. Work with Price? A crooked smile quivers on his lips. I'm flattered, but I don't know if I would fit in. I'm crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered... The man turns very serious all of a sudden. I would have to tie things up in Gree first. But, I mean... Whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbour. And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant, she says with a smile. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains even. I do like the sound of that. He returns her smile. Nice little achievement. Recruit Kitsuragi. Well then, looks like I've got my partner in crime. Or should I say a new partner in crime. Sorry, Vicwamare. I'm ready. Good. She looks at you, then Vicwamare. Fuck it. Let's go. The man points down the street. Trant bought us his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock. Under the noonday sky, the great district hums, a chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls and chimney stacks, fire traps as far as the eye can see, from Main Street to Precinct 41 to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jerome, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstamm? Yes. No. Vicwamare? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestured with the ballpoint pen. It's dim in the office and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the RCM. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Me not? Of course. Wonderful. The woman looks north. And can we please just go back to Jamrock now? End. Oh! Well, bloody hell. Well, there you go, folks. That's been Disco Elysium. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I've got to say, though, the ending wasn't quite as... I was expecting some big reveal about this woman. This reason for why we were so... as we were. But it didn't really transpire, really, did it? Maybe we just became a drunk, like some people become drunks. Who knows? But it was, yes. It was fun. It was really good fun. And we've recruited Kitsuragi. And it sounds like they were sort of giving a bit of an inkling to perhaps the second game there. Some kind of talk about joining or siding with the RCM. Something bigger is about to happen. Who knows? But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have been, and yeah, I'll let the credits play and see what there is at the end of them waiting for us. Maybe some little hidden gem, but if not, enjoy them. It's been fun playing as our superstar cop Harry Dubois, or should I say Costeau. But it's time to sign off. It's been a long session. I need a cup of tea, my mouth's a bit dry, and God knows how long it's going to take to get through this file size to get it all edited, but yeah. What a game. What a game. Really enjoyed it. Great writing. Good story. And yeah, it's Kitsuragi. Good old Kitsuragi. What can we say about him? Right, anyway. I'll leave you with the credits. Thank you for watching. See you soon.